You're gonna freak out.
Stop.
The craziest thing. Okay, see, honestly,
Dude, guess what?
am I a bitch?
Hi.
What's that?
Welcome to Long Distance.
Hello.
Hi.
What a day it's been.
What a day. Wait,
What
should
a
I?
day.
Hi. What a day. What a day, babes.
What a day, babes.
Babes.
Welcome to the pod.
Welcome back to the podcast, you guys. So I actually just want to start with
Yeah.
what we were just talking about, which was
Okay.
that, you know, the first episode came out and we were like,
Oh.
you know, there's some reviews, obviously, some unsolicited
Unsolicited takes.
unsolicited
Hey.
things I didn't ask for, things I didn't really want to know. One of them was that both of my parents were like, yeah, no, you looked
What'd they call you?
my mom said I looked scientific.
Ah!
And I was like, okay. They were like,
I mean, that's a way to say that you look smart.
but they were like, Gabby, no. Like, Gabby clearly, like, you know, she was done up and, like, she knew. And you looked.
No, you didn't look bad. Could you look better?
I thought I looked like
For
a chill.
No, you were giving
I
cool
never
girl.
thought it was going to be aired. That's really not the point. The point is that apparently
Yeah, we kind of thought I was gonna do
someone
it.
was, like, giving me my own quotation of something I said. And I was like, I don't remember saying that at all. And I had a hard time.
Did you watch it?
Well, I listened to it on the car because I have a 45-minute drive to work.
And so you listened to us the whole time?
Well, a little bit. And I
Wow.
thought listening to yourself in your own podcast in the car is the equivalent of, like, smelling your own farts and, like, liking it. Like, I was just like, my brothers always, one of my brothers always makes the joke that, like, at the end of Game of Thrones or, you know, the, like, director's cut where it's just, like, them talking about the episode and it's just, like, sniffing their own farts. It's, like, they're just, like.
That's my favorite. I love the, like, direct-to-camera
Yeah,
actor.
yeah.
How did I do this episode?
Of course.
I mean, obviously, I'm a fucking freak.
Yeah.
Like,
No, you're not a freak. I get it. I kind of like it, but it is just
No,
like,
it's
this is
for-
why we do these. I don't know how to explain it, but that's what it felt like when I was sitting in the car listening to myself and, like, kind of laughing and being like, okay.
It's on. I figured out how to get it on Sirius Radio.
Oh, I didn't
So
know that.
If you listen to Sirius, come check us
Yeah,
out. I'll figure out how to put the link in our bio. I'm working on getting us on iTunes.
Oh, yeah. So some people texted me saying,
That they need it on iTunes.
which they don't use Spotify, which, like, to me is I'm actually decided red flag. We can't use that word on this podcast. I just find it
we can't
so.
use red flag.
I just think the word.
All right.
Like, I think
every
it's-
time Lizzy says red flag, we're gonna do it.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's overused and I hate it, but it does give me.
No. Here's the thing.
People who use iTunes.
No, people who use Apple Music.
I don't know.
No.
I don't know.
Have you ever tried, dude? Okay, I need you to listen to, like, your favorite fucking song on Spotify.
Okay.
On, like, your best speakers.
Okay.
And then go immediately to Apple Music. I mean, you hear noises you didn't even know were there.
Really?
Oh my God. It is crazy how much better the mix is on, or whatever I mean, I don't know what they're doing, but it is significantly better.
I didn't know this.
Yeah.
So I'll be listening to Wicked on iTunes.
No. I think, but when it's like, that's where like, you hear sounds. Like, it's like you hear, what was I listening to?
No,
that
but
sounded
there's
so
song.
good. Oh my God, I was listening to Happier Than Ever. The Billie
I
Eilish
mean,
song. And
No, that's my favorite song to scream in the car.
Actually, you know what? It wasn't Happier Than Ever.
Well, that is my favorite scream song.
It was Wildflower.
Oh, okay.
And
a little different vibe.
Very different, but the backing vocals on that are, I mean, I didn't even hear them on Spotify. Like, they're gorgeous. The harmonies are.
You know, it's Devin Lee Carlson singing in the back.
Oh my God, she's singing in the back.
I'm kidding.
Oh. I was like, wow, that's so. It's a devastatingly gorgeous song.
It is. No, it's.
Yeah.
It's.
No, but it's so well done.
You know, it's also well done. Apparently, our little short sort of TikTok clips that you've been making for us. I've had multiple people DM me. Who's your editor?
Oh yeah, who's the guy that's doing your socials?
Yeah.
Me.
Yeah.
I'm the guy.
Yeah, Gabby's the guy doing our socials.
I'm the guy.
And by the way, you're really good at it.
I mean, listen, I got a little nervous yesterday. Like my social anxiety and my, like, neuroses around social media isn't great at it. Like, I literally Every time I go to post, I'm like,
You're like looking away from the phone. You're like,
okay.
red or blue. Well, yeah, you've been posting some
No.
crazy shit on our Instagram.
I hard launched Bunny. This is my Z-Way style apology. I'm so sorry.
She hard launched my.
I didn't consult Lizzy's childhood stuffed animal.
I can't believe we're even talking about this on the podcast.
We talked about her in the last episode too.
We do.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Him. Excuse me, it's
I
a
don't-
him.
I don't mean to
Either way,
misgender.
Gabby just like
I didn't know that we were gatekeeping Bunny, or I didn't talk to Bunny's people about how Bunny wants to be represented in the
Yeah.
press. And for that, I apologize.
yeah, like
I apologize.
there could be some suing. There's no class action.
I'm doing my best.
Yeah, she's coming.
I thought it went with
He's
the
coming
meme
for
that
the
I
He's coming for the money. Okay. I know you've had you have a lot of things you want to discuss.
Oh, yeah,
that we
I brought a
haven't.
list today.
Yeah.
Have I looked at the list?
Who knows? There's a couple things
Um,
in here I have a lot to say about. So,
Oh, I have to tell you what happened to me. So, I mean, this isn't that big of a deal, but
is it going to be a good story?
it's a small story.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
if it's not good, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
So I just flew in from New York for Thanksgiving. I flew in a little early because it was so much cheaper to fly in last
Yeah.
week for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Like it literally, the flight went up like $15K.
Yeah, no.
It's like, like I'm on coach. Like, what the hell?
Gabby's spending $3,000 to fly in the
It's like,
back of the
nah,
seat.
girl.
Yeah.
So I flew home early and we got takeout the night before from
And
a
then-
new restaurant near my apartment in New York.
Yeah.
I bring a salad on the flight. Like it's like
Okay. She brings a salad on the flight. That's all you need to know about Gabby.
what else would I eat?
I don't know.
Anyways,
Sandwich?
so my bag gets pulled.
Yeah.
There was so much traffic to the airport, I barely made it. Thankfully, there wasn't that big of a line through security, but like I needed it to move. Like I couldn't afford to let my bag get stopped.
Right.
And of course, my bag gets pulled.
Yeah.
And she's like going through the whole thing, and she's like, "Oh, it looks like you have like cutlery in here." And I was like, "Oh yeah, I have like to-go cutlery." And she was like, when she was like, "Is it silver? Like it may be just like caught as like."
Right.
And I was like, "Maybe, I don't know. So I haven't gotten from this restaurant before." She gets like the like to-go napkin that has the cutlery rolled up inside of it, and she's like, "Oh, here it is." And I'm like, "Okay, cool."
Okay, girl.
Cool. Okay, girl. We gotta go though.
She's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, no big deal.
And so she starts to like slowly roll it out.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, bestie, we gotta keep a move on. And out she pulls a huge serrated knife. Like a huge kitchen serrated knife with a wooden fucking handle. It was like something out of a murder mystery.
Literally Gabby at the airport with the candlestick. In the billiard. It's always the billiard room. And it's always Mr. Mustard, Colonel Mustard with the candlestick.
Colonel Mustard
Your
with the candlestick.
with the candlestick in the billiard room. Okay.
Yeah. And she was
Wait, how did this occur?
and she looked at me like, I was like,
That's really good. So how did it get in there and who?
it was from the restaurant,
They-
the new restaurant. Like they put, my mom thinks it was like a mistake, like the kitchen accidentally like wrapped up one of their knives. Because it's not like I'm coming on board with a steak. You know? So,
Gabby has a petite filet mignon in her bag. Plus Coach, but the petite filet mignon, the cutlery has to come off. That's really
crazy?
That's really good. So that kind of segues into your first question you had for me the other day.
Yeah.
Jeans on a plane.
Jeans on a plane.
Jeans on a plane. Like snakes on a plane, but jeans on a plane.
Like knives on a plane. Okay, my take is it's a no from me.
Oh, I disagree. My mom is always like, you never know who you're gonna meet on a plane, but I always wear loose jeans.
Dude. Well,
I wear loose jeans,
I make them
not hard pants, loose pants.
See,
something kind of grossed me out about wearing like a legging on the plane.
there is, but I like
the jean has enough structure that I don't feel like I'm touching the seat with my bare ass. There's something about a legging.
That's a really fair point.
And you know when the leggings get like itchy on your butt?
Yeah.
I also just don't wear leggings like for fun. Like they're not comfortable. They like actually are really
for sport.
Yeah, I don't wear leggings like for shits anymore. Only if I'm working out. I don't wear them
like out. I feel a bit naked when I'm wearing them. I also feel like a Republican. I feel like people are assuming I have bad politics.
No, 100%. When you're wearing Lululemon or Aloe Out, I'm like, I'm a TikToker. I feel like a TikToker, and then I also feel like I probably like my parents voted for Trump. Like that's
or like I casually have guns at home.
Yeah, like you're like, oh no, we just have one or two, and it's like
oh.
wait, it's like what? Like, yeah, my dad has one. Well, my little brother has one, and you're like, what?
And then there's one in the back house.
Yeah, and you're like,
where's the back house?
Yeah.
So unfortunate. Because here's the thing, like I'm going to and from rehearsal or dance class. Like I'm
other
on these
clothing
streets
is kind of like
Lulus.
Republican. Like a blazer, just a general. I kind of think blazers are Republican.
I think blazers can be lesbian.
Okay, that's different.
Do we have to clarify every episode that I date girls, or is it just implied? Does our audience know?
She's gay. She's gay.
I'm gay with like a sprinkle of one or two men. Potentially.
Okay.
Like if who's a guy that I date? I would date.
Oh, yeah, you were saying the other day there was a guy that you date. Like, do you think Paul Mescal is hot?
No.
That's
I mean, I think he's
fucking ludicrous.
I think he's a brilliant actor.
That
and I think
man,
I'm sure he seems like a nice guy, and I would split my body in half to work with you. But
I personally, I didn't know how important a man's thigh was until all these white boys like what's his face from Challengers, the brunette.
They're both brunette.
No, one's blonde and one is brunette.
Really?
Yeah. What's his name? No. That's the whole point.
Yes.
What's his name?
I don't know.
No. Do I have to look it up on my phone? But I didn't realize like I love like Paul Mescal's known for wearing tiny little shorts and having his very white Irish
So you're looking at his thighs? I thought the point of the tiny shorts
in
was
Challengers
something else.
with Josh O'Connor.
Josh O'Connor. I'm so sorry. We're so sorry.
We're so sorry. I love you and I would kiss you. I don't need to work with you. I just want to kiss you.
He's like, I'm not throwing away my shot.
So I'm like, wink. Forgot your name. Kind of hot. Can't remember.
I just can't remember your name.
Can't remember your name. But Josh O'Connor, there's so much thigh. Did you?
I saw it.
Him in the sauna with the thigh. I thought about it for days after. And the same thing. I think that
interesting,
like Gladiator, which I'm very looking forward to seeing the second one.
Like
back to my point is, I didn't realize how important a man's thigh was to me.
Okay, well now we know.
Because we talked about on the last episode, I could care less what a guy looks like.
Yeah, but except for a long torso.
I mean, no long torsos.
Yeah, we don't have to.
No long torsos anywhere. I don't want them near me.
And a nice thigh.
And a good thigh.
And a good thigh.
A good
love
thigh.
a good thigh.
Like a thigh tattoo? Kind of hot.
Really?
Kind of hot?
I don't know. Well, I don't know.
On a man?
Good.
There's some placements of a tattoo that are just no.
On men?
Yeah.
Face tattoo.
Oh, Gabby, if I come home with a guy with a face tattoo, you can put me away.
Okay. Noted that. That's your litmus test?
Yes.
Send me.
Yeah, you'd be like, we got to put her away. She's got to go.
Where do you want to go? Do you want to go to like...
somewhere bougie.
Okay. I was thinking nunnery.
Oh. Okay. I mean, these girls are talking about decentering men, but in a way where they're like, if you want to choose to live your life with a man, I was reading this whole thing, like, if you want to choose to live your life with a man, that's fine. That's your prerogative.
Yeah.
But there's the movement is now just like.
The 4B movement.
Never to be with a man again.
That's not what the movement is. It's to withhold sex.
Isn't
until
it beyond withholding sex, though?
No, it's like withholding sex until
think
we are equal in society. Until we are equal in society.
That's never going to happen.
Until we're equal in society? Well, South Korea's birth rate, which is where like women are really, really doing this, is like plummeted.
We don't have to talk about this.
No, I think like, is it going to work? I don't know, because we are in like a massive, massive country, and in our circle, perhaps it will affect some change, but like, I think.
What about like porn and incels and just freaks who don't have sex with women anyway and hate us anyway?
Yeah, it's like I can't. Well, they have a lot of issues, and like, unfortunately, a lot of, and we briefly touched on this in the first episode, but like, young men.
No, have we discussed like young men and just the spectrum as well, and like not really having close friends, and like a lot of men, I'm like, are you potentially just on the spectrum? Like, seriously.
Oh,
I don't
for
mean that in
sure.
like I'm being.
Well, I think we also date. I think
Me. You're like
the royal we.
You're like,
well, because people on the spectrum are like really interesting and funny and very smart.
Everyone, I mean, it's called a spectrum for a reason, but I also do think
You're
there's
like,
this,
everyone's on the spectrum.
no, but there has been this wave on TikTok where like there are days where I'm like, I have convinced myself that there's just a lot of women with ADHD propaganda on my TikTok.
Yeah.
And then there's also like, you might be autistic.
You just got a touch of the tism.
Yeah. You stole my joke.
Oh, I didn't know. Did you give me a script? I didn't mean to jump your punchline, girl.
I didn't even have a chance.
Do you want to reset it up?
No, I don't want to. No. Because I'm also too afraid to talk about autism.
Okay.
Too much. But I just mean any sort of like Asperger's. I really just mean, I think.
You think what?
I think the more the internet is prevalent and social media is prevalent, like the higher rates of like.
You think the internet is causing autism? Well, you're back with your unreliable narrators.
No, not autism, but we're turning into like unsocial freaks.
I think it's really like when after the pandemic, I'm like, if you can't tell, I'm a little extroverted. But like
you're not really though,
but it's
Gabby.
and
I'm like in bed at 9 p.m.
No,
and I'm like,
I know. And after the pandemic, I had like social anxiety for the first time, really, in a way that I like could acknowledge it. Obviously, you've seen me have social anxiety.
Yeah, like what are you talking about?
Yeah, it's like every time I see somebody I have a crush on.
Yeah.
No, like I'm a fucking freak.
Literally, I see one guy I think is cute, and I'm like,
no, I like.
Actually,
you're fine.
I'm
I
fine.
short circuit. I like fucking glitch.
Speaking of, well, actually, I short circuit when I see my nemesis.
Your nemesis?
Do I have a nemesis? I don't think so.
I'm currently auditioning new nemesis.
Oh.
Nemesi.
Do you think everyone has a nemesis? And how do you describe nemesis?
Okay. I think a nemesis is someone who is a worthy adversary, right? So it's someone who
A worthy opponent.
is, because like hating somebody for no reason doesn't get you very far.
Right.
Like you have to hate someone and it be filled with like a significant amount of lore, and this person has to be doing well enough to qualify as a nemesis. Like the second that right now I'm auditioning a few people that I don't really like. And one of these people. Can
you say and we'll bleep it out?
Yeah, okay. Well, like my OG nemesis
Yeah.
is a girl that I grew up dancing with. Her name.
Oh, duh.
Yeah.
Your ex kind of looks like her.
Okay.
Sorry,
Which
I
one?
was just thinking about that.
I don't think. Which ex? Oh.
Kind of looks like.
No, she doesn't look anything like. Does look like. Okay, well. Bleep, 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 bleep.
Bleep, 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 bleep. The whole episode is just bleep, bleep, bleep. Okay, wait. So
No,
anyway.
but the thing with the core of like our competitiveness, and whether it was like one-sided or not, but I can only speak for my side, is that like I wanted to be your friend. And like now that like I've learned, or I'm deeply, now that I know this, like I just like I can't, I root for her in all genuine honesty.
Okay, so it sounds like Gabby no longer has a nemesis.
Which is why I'm auditioning new ones. Because having a nemesis is almost as good as having a crush. Lizzie's distracted.
Sorry, I just was like,
Lizzie's
do I look
like,
cute?
Yeah, you do look cute.
I don't know if I have a nemesis.
Well, because having a nemesis,
But who is my nemesis?
you know, like when you have a crush, you get a little like pep in your step.
Haven't had one in so long. So
But like, do you remember?
yeah, you're just like, life is worth living. All those TikToks of girls are like, you've been left on red for 2 days, and then the second
He
app,
responds.
they're like, guys, I guess we could go to breakfast. And then like he responds, and
And
you're
you're
like,
like,
guys, brunch. Brunch is sick. Let's go get mimosas.
And it's like, and there's something
Who is my nemesis?
equally as thrilling about having a nemesis, but they have to be worthy, you know?
Yeah. Well, like, do you kind of want to kiss your nemesis? No, do you know what I'm saying?
No, I
like,
know.
There's
There's,
the nemesis.
like, here's
it's
the
like
thing.
Chuck and Blair. We're kind of nemesises. Nemesis to lovers pipeline.
For sure. And I think like most of the nemesi I've had have been women. Or
Alphaba
definitely.
and Glinda. T.
But yeah.
Yeah. yeah.
Yeah. But maybe I'd have more fun with it and there wouldn't be the sexual tension there
Yeah.
if I went after a man. Because I think, now we're onto something.
Right.
Because like recently what's been driving me up a wall
Yeah.
are these white men with cameras.
Even
No,
if
listen, if any of you want to cast me,
oh yeah,
any
Gabby's
day.
honestly, the only reason I'm going on dates with film guys is
It's for me.
Is for Gabby. But I did have.
So please don't
There
stop.
was a guy that I went on a date with who sent me his short. Well, I asked to see it, and it was actually good. And
Oh, you didn't send it to me.
no, I haven't sent it to you because I'm not sure if I'm allowed. But I'll ask him if I can. But I'm just like, getting their trust. I don't know. No, but
Who am I going to send it to? It stops
He was
with
actually
me.
funny. He made a joke like, if it was bad, would I was like, you'd be so far off the roster.
Yeah.
Like I would just like, I can't.
No, like if I'm I really don't entertain artists, but if I am, they have to be excellent.
I don't know what to do because
Excellent.
I don't know. I keep entertaining.
Artists?
It's less artist. I think I'm more the like editor, writer.
That's an artist.
I know, but
It's an artist.
I know. What do I do? I love a writer. I think I love a writer. I think
Yeah.
it's really tough for
No,
me.
a writer, there's something like really wonderful about a writer.
I know. Like
But-
an eloquent sext here and there.
Well, Lizzie.
An erotic novel.
Lizzie loves a pen pal.
I adore a pen pal. I don't actually need a boyfriend. I just need a pen pal. Honestly, these are the things I was saying. I was like, I need a pen pal and someone to like go to the movies with.
On the topic of me being the person that's doing the social media clips, I want to say,
Oh, we're back to that.
I just want to add one thing.
Mhm.
Shout out to all the nerds on YouTube who are making these tutorials. Do you know how many times I've lost it?
Don't call them nerds. These could be your future nemesis.
Well, that my I'm not gonna see.
Nemesi?
See, my nemesi is not gonna be a nerd because suddenly I'm rooting for you, you know. So shout out to you experts who take time out of your
Yeah.
day to teach
YouTube's-
me.
YouTube's the greatest place in the world.
Yeah.
Were you an Alexis Jihal girl? She's dating, she's like in a hot lesbian couple.
No.
Alexis Jihal, she was like a big YouTuber. I was obsessed with her. Now she's like
And now she's dating.
now she's
one
like
of
an
these-
it. Now she's like an it girl.
I
Who
don't
was
know
the
who
girl that
is.
Billie Eilish was dating that Drew Starkey dated?
Oh yeah,
She's in that sort of
she's
like
in that crew. Cool. I don't
Yeah.
know what that is.
I'll have to show you. I was obsessed with her growing up. Alexis Jihal. I was just wondering if you knew.
No.
Were you not on YouTube growing up?
I mean, yeah, like I remember in middle school I saw what was her name? God, she had like a funny name. It was like something
You can think about it.
Pickles or something.
Oh.
And she would talk to the camera and then she got canceled and then she left.
I don't remember this at all.
God, what was her name?
It was Jenna Marbles. Duh.
Wait, do I have a nemesis?
Maybe
Wow, you just fucking said her name. Like,
whoa, the bleep.
she really grinds my gears.
Grinds your gears.
Yeah. I think it's because she's also active on social media and like teeters on also being like very extroverted in the same way that I am. And so I'm sort of
she's like similar enough that
it's but not really. Because I'm way funnier.
Oh, you're way more a lot of things. And that's why like I don't know if she's worthy, you know?
She's not a worthy nemesis.
That's the problem.
Because I'm not really convinced that I would find her cool if I met her.
Like, okay, there's...
Sorry, I sound like such a fucking bitch. We can cut that. I sound truly horrible.
Okay. He's like, I'm not mean.
I'm not. No, it's an ego, you guys. Not to get so real on the pod, but when I get like all fiery and my little comes out, I just like,
Yeah, girl.
I feel a little like competitive.
Yeah, no, but there's something fun about having a nemesis as long as it stays motivating. Like the second that like...
Well, she's not motivating to me because I'm not actually... Or am I upset about it because I'm threatened? I don't think so.
No.
I think you have to be a little threatened for it to be your nemesis.
Yeah.
So
yeah. See, okay, like, and there's this girl that we went to high school with that like on site, I didn't like her.
Oh, duh.
And like everyone was like, Gabby.
You don't have to bleep it out. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, she was like, everyone was like, Gabby, like you're being mean for no reason. Like you don't know this girl. And I was like,
well, you did know her.
No, on site, I was like, I don't like her.
I don't remember this. Okay.
And then over the past, I don't know, decade,
Yeah.
I've just come up with reason.
to not like her.
To not like her.
Yeah. Just making shit up.
No. I'm not making shit up. Stuff has happened.
Yeah. Wait, were you talking about the same person?
Yeah. Oh my God. No. Who gives a shit about
Who are you talking about?
Talking about
Oh, that's such a good nemesis to have. Okay, we have to stop talking about things we're going to bleep out. This whole episode is like bleep, 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 bleep.
We'll do different tones of bleep. So maybe you'll keep track of who we're discussing.
If he wanted to, he would.
If he wanted to, he would. Do you want to start on it? Because I feel like I've been blabbing.
Okay, well, it's all over, obviously, my For You page on TikTok when I was, like, going through my, like, sad time. And, you know, people are like, it's really toxic to say if he wanted to, he would, because then it puts all the...
Speak it.
Sorry, it just puts all the responsibility and also just, like, the trajectory of the relationship on him, as if you're not also in the relationship.
Right.
And I also just don't think... And this is where I sometimes am like, maybe I'm saying it's not real because he didn't in my case. He didn't do it.
No.
But I'm sort of like, I think it's more complicated, and I think guys can be really like, now I've had I've had situations where guys have come back and said like, I really...
The circle back rate?
Yeah, like...
Our circle back rate? Unreal.
The misread though, like I misread the situation. I actually really had a fun date. I don't know why I did this, like blah, blah. Like this has now happened to me a couple times recently. And I'm like, oh, and not that it's like, oh, we're like anything's going to change or we're going to be in a relationship. But it was more that like, I had this perception like, oh, he must just not like me. But that was just not the case at all.
That's not the case at all. Like literally at all.
At all.
At all. Like, okay. Do you know how many things I want to do that I don't do?
Oh, yeah.
You know, like, my God, if I could have a bowl of hot fudge with a tiny scoop of vanilla ice cream and a warm chocolate chip cookie
every day,
3 times a day, I want to. I don't.
Right.
Because I have tummy issues.
Right. Because it hurts you.
Because it hurts me. Like, there's a lot of things one wants to do that we don't do.
Right.
And so to say, like, if he wanted to, he would. Like, girls, like, move on. If he's not texting you, like, trust me, like, he would if he wanted to. It's like, no. Well, it's not about him wanting to. Like, there might be a million other reasons why he doesn't. Right. And saying that he doesn't want you makes straight women feel undesirable,
Discarded.
discarded.
That word. It devalues everything.
It also, it's like it makes it seem like he's the person that's propelling the relationship forward or not.
But yeah, like but that is the problem, is that it is kind of like that.
But it feels like you're the one that's like, okay, I'll date you, whatever you want to do, and then it's like him being like, maybe not. Like that's not.
I know, but sometimes when I decided like, okay, I just don't want to like entertain anyone now. I'm almost like, I just don't want to date at all. Do you know what I mean?
Well, I think it's impossible to date under the circumstances of this man might be my husband. Do you know what I mean?
But I don't think I'm.
Like, it's like if you're looking for a serious relationship, that's very fair and valid, and you should be at every liberty, to communicate that.
I don't even know now because do you know
but
what
it's
I mean?
like when you're trying to be like, I want to find my husband, and you could be my husband. Like, talk about like
it's bad vibes.
It's bad vibes.
It's really bad vibes.
You're allowed to like go on a date, and it just not be that deep.
I completely agree. But
You know?
then I'm also like,
Can I not have fun anymore?
yeah, there's just like all these, like my brain feels like it's like colliding. It's like two trains colliding because I'm sort of like, there's part of me that's like, I don't really want to waste my time. But I also would love to like have connections with people and like have good sex. But like these guys suck and the sex is bad. So what am I doing? Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm going to turn into a nun.
Well, no, I just
do you understand? Like,
I think
it's like, it's not like necessarily the guys I'm meeting, I like want to marry them, but I'm also like, you're not that fun or interesting anyway. So like,
there's a great lyric in one of the new Gracie Abrams songs that's like, I don't want to waste my. I'm gonna misquote this, but I don't want to waste my 20s on random men. Yeah. None of them are cooler than all my friends.
No, literally, I was like, yep,
it's a great lyric, Gracie.
Yeah. Shout out. I mean, I famously am like, she's not that talented, and then that's all I do is listen to her music. So
we're a fan.
No,
come on the
I think
podcast.
she's my nemesis.
Oh, okay. Well, come on anyway.
Because she's so hot.
Yeah.
She's dating Paul Mescal.
Uh-huh.
I love the way that she dresses.
Yeah. You know what?
And her music is catchy, but I'm just like,
I think she's maybe that's a worthy adversary for you.
And I'm like,
and she, yeah. And if this gives you a pep in your step, I'm all for it. And
yeah,
it doesn't. It's not going to cause her any harm. You know
what?
Having you and like when you don't wish your nemesis ill because
it's hilarious that I think she's my nemesis. She's literally a famous pop star and has no idea who I am. She literally I could like, do you know what I'm saying? And I'm like,
no, but that's why it's actually really good.
Hilarious.
Well, and it's like because like when you have a nemesis, you don't wish ill upon them because the second ill comes to them, they're no longer your nemesis.
Yeah. Well, I think if he wanted to, he usually doesn't. That's what I think. If he wanted to,
he might not do it.
No, he's just not gonna do it. I think guys often just. Actually, I don't know how to explain it. I think, but then on the other thing, I think guys are like pretty impulsive, or can be quite impulsive.
I mean, I don't know.
I don't know why.
I don't know.
You're like, who's to say?
Yeah.
Who's to say? Who's to say? But yeah,
What do you think about the concept of having somebody in the wings?
Like, I had a therapist, like, people who always, like, once they can sense something is starting to end or they've detached from the situation, whether it's a relationship or situationship, they always have someone lined up. And they probably try to, like, convince themselves that like, oh, it's been a couple months, but in reality, like it's really like it always overlaps. Like as one is fading out, it's literally like a movie. The next girl's is fading in.
Yeah.
It's like at the end of the Netflix episode where it's like the next episode is starting in 5, 4, 3, 2. And it's like that is the vibe. Like there's and I don't think people even realize they're doing. I don't think they like consciously are thinking that, but like the second they start feeling detached from the situation they're in, they have
someone else.
Next person sort of lined up. They've picked someone.
It's like I'm so preoccupied with dealing with you.
Yeah,
I don't know. Like I love my life. I love my friends. I adore my work. Like if I'm taking time out of my day to talk to somebody, like I don't have 3 other bitches like
no
waiting on standby.
I like just like one pen pal. You know what I mean? I just want one really good pen pal, and that's it. I just need someone to like check in, say hey. I love to like chat.
No,
for
but
a
like you
little.
don't like I don't know. And I mean, I guess like I don't know. We're girls that are not good at having a roster. Like we're
I've
just not
literally
good at
never
it.
had a roster once. Do you think I give off the vibe that I have a roster?
Potentially. I don't know.
I just want you guys to know I don't have a roster, like literally at all.
Like setting the record straight.
So, which is crazy to me. I should have a fucking roster. I should have
Me
one.
too. Well,
I should have at least 3 rotate.
3 rotating. Who's got the time? Who's got the time?
I love a pen pal.
Like to have like it's like I don't know.
I got some DM guys. What do we call them? It's like a D. It's like an army. The DM guy.
The DM guy.
Yeah.
It sounds no. I think we would need a better name.
What?
Like the
Reply guy. Well, that's already been said.
reply guy.
He's the reply guy. Yeah, that's a thing. I got a couple reply guys.
I have one reply guy. Shout out. I like you. Like I know I've done well when he responds.
Wait, who is it?
One of his friends.
Get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Wait, does he know you're gay?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Is he gay?
No.
Okay.
He's just a fan.
Love
Yeah.
a Gabby fan.
We love a Gabby fan.
I love a Gabby fan. I don't know if I have fans.
You have so many fans.
I have like liberal art.
You have so many fans.
I have like men who are cosplaying liberal art film.
So all
Actually,
of Silver
not
Lake?
really.
Yeah.
Like,
Let's do the rapid fire questions.
Okay.
Also, we are going to do a long distance call in section. We are.
yeah,
We're gonna
who are
do
we
a phone a friend. We'll get our shit together.
Yeah, wait. Who are we gonna phone?
I don't know. Not today.
Okay. We will do it though.
Yeah.
Okay. Bagel. If you ate bagels.
If I ate a bagel.
If you ate bagels. If you ate one bagel. Bagel toasted or not toasted?
Definitely not toasted.
Oh, toasted. Obviously. It's a silly question.
With cream cheese?
I'm a bad Jew. I do not like lox, so I get it. Sesame bagel, toasted, light scallion cream cheese.
Scallion cream cheese. So gross.
Are
Continue.
you? That's you're literally crazy. Tomatoes, onions, cucumbers, capers. What do you don't even eat fucking bagels.
Okay, well, that was the question. If I were to eat a bagel, untoasted, plain cream cheese, I like a sesame. I like lox, which is a new development.
I'm already bored.
I'm a good
for
Jew.
this-
In that way only.
Yeah, literally that way only. She dropped out of Hebrew school.
I did Fiddler on the Roof instead of having a bar mitzvah.
I saw my brother in Fiddler on the Roof, like literally Fiddler on the Roof, like 8 times.
You played Tevye, right?
Damn.
Tevye.
I played Tevye.
You played Tevye.
This is a really good one.
Okay.
You give a guy a blowjob. Sorry, I don't know if you're doing that. I don't know if I'm not really doing that.
You know, all these podcasts is these girls talking about sex. And it's like, we're not having enough sex today talking about it.
Yeah, we're like, apparently this is what happens during sex. Apparently blowjobs happen. You give a guy a blowjob and he won't let you drink his water bottle after, let alone kiss you.
Weird.
Canceled.
Weird.
Canceled.
Weird.
Like, grow
well,
up.
there's also this whole.
I'm like,
Well, I just think like there's been a lot of like a lot of the trans men I know
yeah.
have had like, and granted, like I can't be like the trans men I know
Right.
feel this way. So
Yeah.
therefore I'm pulling enough evidence to draw a conclusion.
Your peers, your personal peers.
Yeah. Like when they've started transitioning,
Yeah.
and many of them were previously lesbian,
Yeah.
like now are like so attracted to men. And it's the testosterone. It's like I mean, granted, we don't know this. I'm not a fucking dude. Do I look like a scientist? I mean, I could play one. I could play a scientist.
This whole podcast is just Gabby selling me, selling herself. Every time I tell her, I'm like, yeah, he makes films. She's like, okay, get Lizzy, boobs at the dinner. Make sure that they're out.
Well, somebody needs to.
I know. So,
what was the question?
I don't.
Oh, I just think that a lot of men are like so afraid of like some part of them that like might be into
I think
guys
it's so much
that, like, it
hotter
freaks
if
them
you
out.
are Men just are uncomfortable with their sexuality. And the men that are comfortable with their sexuality usually want to have sex with guys. A little bit.
Well, and maybe they should. Go forth.
I'm not. Someone should be.
Someone needs to be. I'm not.
Gabby's not either. Want to talk about Lindsay Lohan?
She looks phenomenal.
She looks so
Whatever. First of all, I'm just so grateful that this version of the universe, Lindsay Lohan, like still exists.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know. I remember as a kid, like, do you remember when this is like, she like definitely doesn't want us talking about this right now as she's like doing a ton of Christmas movies, but no one's ever going to see this. When Lindsay dated the DJ, the like girl, Samantha Bronson.
Gabby meant Samantha Ronson with an R.
Oh my God, you don't remember
Wait,
this?
the videos of her like in Ibiza?
No, my God, this was like when we were kids. She was dating this like kind of hot lesbian.
No. Really?
Yes.
Show me.
Yeah, they were so fucking cool.
Oh.
And this like might be like a
I
really dark
remember
time
this.
in Lindsay's life. So like I feel, you know, I'm sure it's weird that like
Oh, she's,
a lot of
Lindsay
queer women
Lohan,
like
though, is
romanticize it. But
so hot, though.
dude, she's
No, she's always been unbelievably hot. Are her boobs real?
who cares?
I know. They are totally real. She is
and
one of the
she's
prettiest
so
people
talented.
ever.
She's so freaking
So someone
good.
said she got a nose job, but I don't think she did.
I don't know what. I don't care. You look phenomenal. And it might be sobriety. It might be being happy. Like, hell yeah. But if it's not, I'm going to start saving right now for whatever the fuck she did.
No, she looks like she aged backwards.
It's amazing.
It's her and Christina Aguilera. Have you
Yeah,
seen
I
Christina
don't know.
Aguilera?
Everyone's looking real good. Friendsgiving,
Yeah,
yay or nay?
yeah.
I think like especially for people in the queer community, like Friendsgiving is so important because it's like celebrating a time that is really nuclear family based, but with your chosen people. And I think like it's really, really special and really wonderful. In every single photo I've seen,
Yeah.
straight people,
I went to Friendsgiving
Friendsgiving,
and no one was wearing a brown or white dress.
That's what I was about to say.
I know.
Why is everyone wearing this brown or white dress?
What brown and white dress?
It's the long sleeve.
The realization part?
Yes.
The zebra one.
3 people.
The zebra
There was
one?
always one girl wearing the zebra.
That's a New York City thing. The
It's
New
a
York
gorgeous
City
dress.
girls
I have that dress.
love to wear the Reformation
the realization.
black boot. No,
Oh.
Reformation black boots with a like the row black bag and a realization
The row
par.
knockoff. Nobody actually
Yeah,
has that bag.
The realization par. Some of them do.
Oh.
And then like gold hoops
like chunky kind of gold hoops.
from
Yeah.
like, you know, like
Well,
Mergerie
listen,
or whatever.
I like that uniform more than I like the jean and the black top vibe. Can we retire that?
We have to. I have found myself, I refuse to wear blue jeans and black top ever again.
It's bad. You know what was really bad that I saw 2 people wearing on this in the wild?
In the what?
The long sleeve bodysuit with the
No, not the Reformation one. That like the crisscross
The-
tie
with the top.
boobs.
Yeah.
No, that one. That actually had a chokehold on us
as a society.
as a society.
And we don't need it again.
20. It was 20. 20 maybe
14,
13, 2013.
Yeah.
2013 and 2015. Reformation bodysuit chokehold
with the
with the thing.
yeah.
And I always wanted it, never had it.
Oh, I had it. Well, thank you for listening to the pod.
Thanks.
Bye.
Thanks for flying long distance.